You know, I never thought my life would turn into one of those wild stories you hear about, the kind where the quiet nobody in the corner ends up being the hero nobody saw coming. For 3 long years, I scrubbed decks and emptied trash on the USS Vanguard, blending into the shadows like I was part of the furniture, ignored by officers who barely glanced my way as they barked orders or laughed about their weekend plans. But deep down, that invisibility, it ate at me, a constant reminder of the life I'd lost, the one where I was Lieutenant Commander Sarah Thompson, a battle-hardened SEAL from Team 4, presumed dead after a botched op in the Pacific that left scars deeper than any bullet. It all started that foggy morning off San Diego, the Vanguard slicing through the waves like it owned the ocean, ready for anything the Pacific threw at us. I was pushing my cleaning cart down those sterile corridors, sneakers squeaking just enough to annoy me, but not enough for anyone else to notice. Typical Sarah, the cleaning lady, they called me when they bothered at all. Karen, my supervisor, was the only one who ever said my name right, tossing a quick "morning, Sarah," as she hustled by in her crisp uniform, always looking like she had the weight of the ship on her shoulders. The rest? They'd bump my cart, spill coffee without a sorry, or talk right over me like I was a ghost, and honestly, after what I'd been through, maybe I was. See, back in 2019, during Operation Shadow Strike in the Philippine sector, my team got ambushed, hard Taliban-style traps mixed with local cartel muscle, fighting over smuggling routes that blurred the lines between terror and trafficking. 4 good men died that night, and I got captured, held in some hellhole for 14 months, tortured for intel I wouldn't give. When the extraction finally came, the brass decided it was cleaner to list me as KIA, protect the ops secrets. They said, avoid enemy gloating about our evasion tactics. So they quietly discharged me, slapped on a civilian cover, and here I was, mopping floors while the world thought I was buried at Arlington. It hurt, you know? That erasure, it wasn't just about losing rank. It was losing myself, day after day, absorbing slights from folks who had no idea I'd saved lives like theirs before. But that day, everything shifted when the intercom crackled, Admiral Robert Harlan's voice booming through the ship, tense like I'd never heard. All senior personnel to the bridge, this is no drill. Whispers rippled, a SEAL team down, captured by armed smugglers in the Hawaiian chain, hostages bleeding out in a fortified hideout on a speck of an island. Lieutenant David Ramirez's squad, I knew him, trained the kid years back, eager as hell but sharp. They were pinned, conventional rescue, a suicide run against military-grade defenses the cartels had bought off rogue advisors. I was in the med bay helping Dr. Emily Chun sort supplies. She was one of the few who chatted with me, asking oddly specific questions about trauma kits that made me wonder if she suspected something. Then came the Admiral's desperate hail over the speakers. We need ideas. Anyone got a way to pull our boys out? My heart slammed. 3 years of hiding, and suddenly, it clicked. I set down the bandages, stepped to the comm panel, voice steady but cracking inside. Admiral Harlan, this is Sarah Thompson, civilian contractor. I can get your SEALs back. Silence, then a curt reply. Ma'am, this is classified, clear the line. But I pushed. Lieutenant Ramirez's team hit a recon near Kauai, holed up in a cartel bunker designed to shred standard assaults. I know because I'm Lieutenant Commander Sarah Thompson, SEAL Team 4. Service number 552-9147, declared dead after Shadow Strike. You could have heard a pin drop. Dr. Chen's eyes went wide, crew freezing in the halls. Admiral's voice sharpened. Impossible. Thompson died in the Philippines. No, sir, captured, extracted, buried alive on paper to keep secrets safe. Verification came fast. Master Chief Thomas Kane, my old mentor, patched in from Pearl Harbor, voice thick. Sarah? We mourned you, kid, hell of a service. If you're real, walk me through Shadow Strike. I did, every gritty detail. The IED trap, field surgery under fire, lives lost. He choked up. It's her welcome back from the grave. Skepticism hung heavy. Captain Elena Reyes stormed in, eyes narrowed. Miss Thompson, you're out of line. But the Admiral cut through. If she's who she says, she's our shot. Navy Cross for heroism, tactical genius. Commander Michael Ford snorted. A janitor planning a rescue? This is nuts. I met his gaze, posture shifting from hunch to command. Commander, they've studied our plays, but not a ghost slipping in as maintenance. I've been invisible here for years. It'll work there too. We huddled in the wardroom. I pulled up sad images, pinpointed the bunker, elevated, overlapping fire zones, but weak inside if you breach undetected. They watch for warriors, not a worker with a toolkit hiding scalpels and comms. Motives clicked. The cartels weren't just traffickers. They hated us for cutting their routes. Personal vendettas from ex-military hires who'd lost buddies to our ops gains from power, land grabs in those islands. Community fear, keeping locals silent. Admiral green-lit it. Go times bleeding out. Prep was frantic. Dr. Chun configuring med kits. Sarah, your questions about trauma. It all makes sense now. I geared up, irony biting. Janitor tools masking SEAL gear. Insertion hit at dusk. Chief Lisa Barnes dropped me offshore in a stealth craft. This is crazy. Commander, you against 17? Been crazier. I quipped, slipping into waves as Maria Lopez, electrician. Heart pounding. Inner storm raging. Doubt from years buried. But resolve steel. For David, for the team, for proving I wasn't erased. Perimeter fence yielded to picks. Guards glanced, dismissed. Hurry up, lady, didn't screw the lights. Inside, I found them. David battered, arm shattered. Petty Officer Laura Hayes fading from internal bleeds. Others broken but alert. Posing as fixing wiring. I knelt by Laura. Outlet check, hold still. Guards chatted lazily. These gringos think they're tough. Wait till the boss moves in. I whispered to David. It's me, Sarah. Surgery now. His eyes widened. Commander? You're alive. Undercover. I sliced, clamped arteries with improvised tools, sweat dripping, memories flashing of my own captivity, the pain fueling focus. Guards barked. What's taking so long? Grounding issue almost done. I lied, heart racing as Laura stabilized, color returning. High noon inside. I tripped the grid, blackout chaos. What, the camera's down? Guards scrambled. We struck. David overpowered one. For the team. Punches flew, muzzles flashed, karmic hilarity in their shock. The electrician. We seized arms, turned tables, the bunker echoing with their panicked yells. It's a trap, call reinforcements. But comms were mine now. We commandeered their chopper mech controls, skills rusty but roaring back. Hold on. Lift off under fire, bullets pinging. You won't escape, one snarled over radio. Watch us. I shot back, veering to the extraction boat. Back on Vanguard, medbay buzzed. Dr. Chun. Miracle work, Sarah. Admiral saluted. You saved them, but protocols. Apologies flowed. Captain Reyes. We were blind. Ford. I was an ass. Pentagon debated me, methods bent rules. Risking diplomacy with island nations cozy to cartels. Motives tangled in old grudges over territorial waters. They offered reinstatement. Trainer for unconventional ops. My scars teaching the next gen. I took it 3 years invisible. Now visible. But questions linger. Was faking death fair? Did invisibility break me or build me? What do you think, was justice served? Or should the brass have let me fade? Drop a comment. Ever felt invisible, then turn the tables? Share your stories, hit like, subscribe for more real-life twists. Let's talk community, grudges, and comebacks.